This is all for them. A salute for this sailor, a tribute to his bravery, and an opportunity for them to share their story.
Absolutely incredible, huh?
Ted Revenue couldn't wait to talk about the ship he called home in the 1970s.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I told you about the A1 Sky Raider.
The third-class petty officer dragged his buddy from plane to plane,
The nickname the Cod.
reliving memories,
This isn't the plane.
some a bit fuzzy,
Oh.
and visiting places he wasn't allowed to go when he served on Midway.
The history and the spaces that the docents have opened up for people to view, I never viewed them.
And what a good time to view them. When the Chula Vista High School main attraction show choir sings your tune.
That's right.
We're so excited to see everyone here today.
All the fun and games from NBC 7, Telemundo 20, and other businesses was dedicated to Ted and everyone who served our country.
People that I don't even know are honoring veterans.
It gets Ted in the heart.
It's absolutely amazing.
So are his stories.
The other one.
Like the time a pilot needed help strapping a porcelain toilet to a wing.
To mount said toilet underneath, Air Boss wouldn't be able to see it until after he took off.
That's just one of the many stories shared by veterans for their friends, for their families, for the future.
I would do it all over in a heart and half an eye wink to do it all over again the same way I did it.
On board USS Midway,
What was that Mickey Rooney movie?
Make some money today, guys.
Danny Linhart has greeted people here in Del Mar for 30 years.
How you doing?
But this weekend is different.
Different people today's one?
Different stakes.
It's going to be probably way higher. I would imagine the handle will be gigantic.
Look at all the good jocks here.
Jeff Hayes and his buddies are counting on it.
You'll buy beers, or if we hit, we'll buy beers. We come almost every weekend here at Del Mar, and there's a buzz in the crowd. There's people from back east, from overseas. We're 3-9.
They're here to bet on the best from around the world.
The horses are so much better during this 2 days. 4 horses, beautiful.
It's the best horses in the world coming to one place. Right, 10.50 out of a 20.
You got it.
That makes it much harder to pick a winner.
Well, you don't have to.
I know.
Let's be live. It's way harder, but it's way better because you can catch 8, 10, 12, 15 to 1. That's a really good horse. $288 ticket, and it's just a matter of being semi-lucky, to be honest with you.
I won't bet today.
I don't care, let's get live.
Tens of millions of dollars ride on these races.
The betting is awesome. If you can hit it, you're gonna be good. If you don't, then you're gonna be like me most of the time. Get up 4!
But this race
That's the one! That a baby!
ends with high fives.
Woo!
Damn good.
Much better quality horses, you know.
Much better horses for a much better time.
Hey, thank you, sir. You have a great day. Good luck.
In Del Mar,
We have this thing called the member shop where we all go and do things.
and those things make Mike McKellany happy.
It smells good.
Smells good, looks good, and feels good to make.
It's just beyond price. It's just gorgeous stuff.
Mike is part of the San Diego Fine Woodworkers Association. The retired English teacher is one of the hundreds of locals who take pride in working a piece of wood into a work of art.
Yeah, I think it's something personal about it that way.
Mike is currently mentoring Carlos.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Sergeant Carlos Vargas is just a few months from retirement as a San Diego Unified School District police officer. And he's looking for something to keep his hands and mind busy.
You got to wake up every morning and have a purpose. You have to have something to do. You can't just wake up and do nothing. It just, the mind grows old.
I give him a couple more years and he'll be teaching someone else.
Teaching them to build things like this table, which Mike and some other association members donated to San Diego Fire Station number 9.
That was so cool because the Torrey pine that we used for their table came from the tree that fell down on their lot.
Many of the woodworkers are retired city employees, firefighters, and police officers like Carlos.
They give, they donate, they do those type of things.
Like all the display tables and shelving in the downtown Central Library store.
All that work you did, suddenly It's a gorgeous thing in front of you.
Built and donated by woodworkers who already paid their dues and are happy to keep giving back. Driving to your appointment is the easy part. Booking that appointment online has proven to be much harder. Sometimes you need someone to sew it all together for you. That's where Janet Pitcher comes in.
I'm a very busy person. I like to be busy.
And Janet has tried staying busy in her Murrieta home studio.
I designed this to be able to do my clay jewelry and my costumes.
The threads, usually sewn into theatrical costumes in San Diego, now go into hundreds of masks for hospital workers and ones she now sells online.
It was kind of fun to see some of the fabric from shows go into some of these masks.
Like many people, Janet also learned a new skill in her solitude away from the theater.
Now I'm really good at working the internet.
She got her first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine at Petco Park, but says her second appointment was canceled 3 times.
So there's all kinds of ins and outs.
She scrambled to book her own before it was too late.
And so that's kind of where I started figuring out how to work all of the different sites to find a second vaccine.
Then she booked appointments for her family.
Oh, look, I found one in Oceanside.
Then her closest friends.
And then it kind of steamrolled from there, where more friends realized, well, okay, I'll help this friend and I'll help this friend.
In between masks, she'll look at one of her iPads.
The best tip is really midnight, 12:05 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. And then knowing which zip codes to search under.
Janet says she booked upwards of 30 appointments.
The pharmacies are the easiest to book, honestly.
She says she taught many more to do their own.
I am the vaccine whisperer. Self-titled, but...
A good title for someone who enjoys giving back.
I feel so good.
But she does hope all this free work pays off.
I want everyone vaccinated because my grandkids live in Canada, and Canada's not letting me in until we get our numbers down.
The vaccine whisperer will book as many appointments as she can to get us there, get her back to the theater, and get her back to her family.
It'll be amazing. It'll be wonderful.